Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long that there was no video uploaded, but in coming days I will keep uploading the videos. So in the first part of the browser stack we already talk about what is the browser stack and why people are using it and which are the clients, correct? So in this video we'll see the practical implementation of the browser stack and I will write some automation script using C#. And as you see my desktop, it is the dashboard of the browser stack, where you will see all the operating system devices and the version correspondingly. So on these devices, browsers and this browser and the version and the operating system, you can test your mobile as well as web application, correct? So let's see the prerequisite for the local testing your web application. So let's go to the documentation section and we'll see what is the prerequisite required. I will click here, click on the get help local testing. So we'll see the some documentation as very easy step. There are 3 or 4 steps are required, and I will click here automate. As I already mentioned, the browser stack support almost all the programming language. It's C#, PHP, Java, Ruby, Node.js. So as I'm aware of C#, so I will be writing the test cases in C#. So in order to automate your web application, you need to download one exe from here, browser stack as well. So once you log in on the browser stack, they will provide you the username and access key. So that is very mandatory. You have to create an account on the browser stack, then you are able to test your web application. Like if you scroll down and click on this drop down list, I will click C#. Say this piece of code is required. It will set up a connection between your local host system and the browser stack server. You need to copy and paste your access key and the username. And as I told you, the username you will get it from, and the access key will get it while you will set up the browser stack's account. See, from any of the operating system that you have installed in your system, you click over here and it will download one exe. So I have already downloaded one exe, and let's see, yeah, this one, yeah, this exe I have already downloaded. This was the exe, yeah, this was the exe I have already downloaded. So if you scroll down, the second step that you need to set it local as true. By default it is false. So as you are testing your local host, so you need to enable your local as true. Now the third, if you are testing your HTTPS means your SSL enabled website, because by default your application is without HTTP, without SSL. Like I have created one application which is not secure because it's simple HTTP, it's not HTTPS, correct? So in order to test your SSL enabled website, you need to set true, accept SSL certs property. So these are the prerequisite in order to test your local testing with browser stack. Local testing is very important because local testing is what that you are testing your local host of web application. If you host on some other server, so you will get the domain name. So the testing perspective is some other, you need to do some other settings. I will tell you in some other video how you can test your hosted application. Now as I have downloaded, it's fine. Let's go to the Visual Studio. See, I will tell you the line by line code. I've already written the piece of code, and what are the the things we are testing. It will first open the Google page. The second, it will open the web application, this one, and it will click on the book test. This I have done some automation script I have written. Okay, so let's go and see line by line the code till this line 32. This is the basic configuration. You have to tell browser stack what OS version, what browser version you are using for your testing your application. Like I mentioned, the Windows 10, Chrome, the latest means the latest, whichever the Chrome latest version, it will pick automatically the beta version. And username and key, you will get it while you set up the browser stack. And I set up true local, so local I have enabled as true. Now this particular line, it will connect your particular local host application to the browser stack server. Now after this line, your custom code will start. The first it will do, it will connect to the Google, then it will open and it click on the book test. It will find first it will find the anchor tag, then it will click. Okay, this is the way of writing automation test cases. Now the question is, why I have to wait for 10,000 milliseconds? The people who are writing the automation tests, they can understand why. Let me give you the practical example. Like I press F5, the applications keep uploading. It takes few seconds to render everything, the images, the icon, the font, the link, the menu, everything. It takes few seconds to render on the website. After render, then you will be able to get anything, correct? Before, like in this phase, you can't get anything until it's not run properly on the browser. So I have to wait and make sure that everything has rendered on the browser. Then I will go and find LKN test by name. Why by name? I can get it by ID as well, there's no issue, but here I'm finding through name. How do I know that the name of this link is LNK test? Let's go and inspect the element. See, the name is this, because while designing the HTML I have put the name as LKN test. So once I find it that the element has HTML control, I got it. Now I will trigger by clicking the trigger event of this link button. By this link, it's not a button, it's a link, anchor tag. Okay, the last line is driver.quit. Driver.quit means quit the application and stop the execution, because my script is over. So let's go and press F5. Let's build the application and run this application. So while running the application, it will throw one error. I will tell you why this error and the solution as well. The error, initially of this video I told you that you have to download one exe. So what is the purpose of downloading this exe? Because before running your automation script, this exe need to run. So double click over here, this exe is running, and when you run this exe, it will open one tab in your browser where it will ask you to enter your access key. I will copy in, I have already copied and I have pasted it. Let's press on connect. See, it will give us a green signal, that is browser stack, local browser stack is up and running. See, before that it was throwing an error. Now I have connected, it shows that okay, go ahead. Now if I run again, it will not give me any error. It will run successfully and upload the video on the browser stack, where I will find the result of my execution. See, click on the automate link. I think by default when you create the account on the browser stack, it will give you 14 to 15 days. So between 14 to 15 days you can perform as many tests as you can, and after that the browser stack will ask you I have only 12 days remaining. So what was my configuration? My configuration was Windows 10, Chrome, the latest beta version, local testing I have enabled. So once you do all your settings, the execution result has done, it uploaded the video on the browser stack, it generated one session ID, correct? The session ID is generated, and you will see all the configuration over here. and the logs as well, console log, network log, Selenium log. So this is very good tool. I mean, there are lots of log is generated automatically without writing much code. If there is any error while executing your script that you have written in any language, it will show here, console log. If there is any console, like if you are calling a number of APIs, so whatever the API's problem is there, sometime if you're calling the API, some parameter you missed while calling the API, it will give some error. So you will see the all the errors over here. So it's very good tool. See, the video has created and uploaded on the browser stack. I can play over here and download as well. So I've already downloaded for you, so let's play for you. So the first step, it will open the Google. See, the second, it will open the localhost application, and then third, it will wait for some time because of this thread.sleep. Then last, it will click on the book test icon, anchor tag, and redirect on the other page. Let's see, it's executing and it will click on the book test page. And yeah, see, it's executed and click over here. Yeah, so by this way you can perform automation test and see how they look and feel according to the configuration that you set while creating the scripts. You can change the you can change the browser, the version, and see the look and feel of your website. So it's very good tool. I will recommend it, strongly recommend it, to go ahead and change the configuration and see what's the result. Thank you for watching this video. Please share with your friends. Thank you. Bye.